Yes, I'll give you the go ahead.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, we are live now, so please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good day from wherever you're joining us. My name is Judith Henry. I'm the Education USA advisor in Jos, Nigeria. I'm here to present Melissa Holland, who is going to be talking to us about Alfred State College. And they are a school that boasts about giving their students opportunity to learn by doing. And they do that in their labs, through internships, and while doing hands-on projects. And top careers from their school are engineering, technology, architecture, business, infotech, health, science, and much more. My role here is just to take questions and to interact, to assist you while you interact with Melissa. So Melissa, I'll turn the mic over to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Judith. It's wonderful to be here with you folks. Welcome. As she mentioned, my name is Melissa Holland, and I am the Senior International Officer at State University of New York, Alfred State College. So I will just jump right into it and go through my presentation with you, and then we can answer some questions. That'll be great. So as I mentioned, I'm with the State University of New York. We call it SUNY. If you've ever heard of SUNY, you'll understand that SUNY is actually a system of schools. It is the largest educational system in the entire US. And what that means is that Alfred State College is part of a system of schools throughout the state of New York. So all of the public universities in the state of New York are part of the SUNY system. And as you can see, we have 14 university centers. Those are large doctoral degree granting research focused institutions. We have 13 university colleges, and those are universities that are typically liberal arts and they offer bachelor's and master's degrees. We also have 7 technology colleges, and these are universities that focus on STEM fields, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And then we also have 30 community colleges. Alfred State falls within the 7 technology colleges. So as I mentioned, we are a STEM-focused university. Many people have not been to Alfred before. Alfred is a rural community. We are in Western New York. We're about an hour directly south of Rochester, New York. That is the closest international airport. And you can see here that we were named the ultimate college town by Washington Post. And that's because 85% of the population is actually students. Our community has 1 stoplight and 2 large universities and a school of ceramics. This is a picture of what our campus looks like. It's in the rolling hills of Western New York. It's absolutely beautiful. My particular favorite season is fall, when all of those green trees you'll see will turn. You can see this picture is from early fall. The leaves are just starting to change. We get beautiful reds and orange and sometimes purples. It's absolutely stunning. But this is our main campus here. This is the Alfred campus. Those are all there in the middle of the campus are academic buildings. And the ones kind of on the outskirts on the edge of campus are actually residence halls. Alfred is a small institution. We have 3,700 students. The average class size is less than 20. And the majority of our programs at Alfred State do have a lab associated with it. And so you can see the average lab size is actually 15 students. So lots of one-on-one opportunities with your faculty and staff, lots of personalized attention because we are a small institution. These are the credentials that we offer at Alfred State. So typically international students are looking for bachelor degree programs. We offer lots of those, but we do have other programs as well. And I would encourage you to go to the website to check them out. We do have a 2-year associate's degree program. Associates, if you're not aware, is the foundational degree in the United States. So education happens in blocks of 2 in the United States. So your first 2 years is an associate's degree, 2 more years is a bachelor's degree, 2 more years is a master's degree. So you can see at Alfred State, we offer those foundational degrees, the associate's degrees. We also offer bachelor's degrees. We are expanding our online offerings as well. So when you go to our website, you can see all of the programs that are fully online. And we are also offering a few certificates and a couple of accelerated programs as well for students that are looking to get in and out of university as quick as possible. These are the types of programs that we offer at Alfred State. As you can see, like I said, STEM is our major focus. The School of Arts and Sciences is a popular institution or popular part of our institution. And it's things like health sciences. Health sciences is our pre-med track. Nursing is a very popular program. But as you can see, we also have agriculture, English, humanities, math, and physics. Uh, just as a side note, Alfred actually started as an agricultural school back in 1908, and we do still have an 800-acre working farm, so that's pretty interesting. The School of Applied Technology, those are those two-year associate degree programs that I mentioned to you, and they are professional programs. So students that are looking to do 2 years at university and then go directly into work. And you can see a lot of those programs at Alfred State are part of the trades. Culinary arts, becoming an electrician, working with heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, those types of things. The most popular school at Alfred State for international students particularly is the School of Architecture, Management, and Engineering Technology. And you can see these are very popular programs. Architecture, that's a 5-year bachelor degree program at our institution. Business is, of course, our biggest program. But we have tons of engineering programs as well. Civil, mechanical, electrical, computer and information technology is also very popular with application software development, web development, cybersecurity, those types of things. So you can see there's more than 80 majors to choose from. Lots of options at Alfred State. Some of the things that I think you should understand about Alfred, or the things that I think are advantages, are that at Alfred State, our focus is teaching. So as I mentioned, some of the other SUNY schools, they focus on research. That's not what we do at Alfred State. Our goal is for our students to be prepared and able to get a good paying job when they leave. And we do that by hiring experienced faculty. Faculty at Alfred State have to have experience in their field in order to be in the classroom and be teaching you. And then, as Judith mentioned, we're a very, very hands-on institution, learning by doing. We believe that that's why our students are so successful. So, as I mentioned, a lot of our programs have labs, right? So if you're in cybersecurity or if you're in mechanical engineering or electrical engineering, you will have to spend time in the lab. I often tell students you're going to spend probably about 80% of your time in a lab as opposed to a classroom. Some programs don't have options for labs. Let's say, for example, business. However, our students are required to do an internship in order to get their degree. So again, you will have real world experience when you graduate. So not only do you have a degree, you now have experience as well. And another wonderful advantage for international students specifically is that because we are a STEM-focused institution, many of our programs are STEM approved. And what I mean by that is there's an opportunity for international students to stay in the United States and get work experience for every degree that they earn. And at Alfred State, our programs are approved for additional time in the US to do that. That opportunity is called OPT. It stands for Optional Practical Training. And again, that's work experience once you earn a degree. Typical programs at US institutions, students are allowed 1 full year of work experience after their degree. Well, at Alfred, you can actually get 3 full years because you get an additional 2 years because we're a STEM approved institution. And this is just a shout out to our success. I think anyone that sees these numbers can understand that our teaching is working. Our students are getting good jobs. As you can see, 99% employment and continuing education rate. And that means that 76% of our students, when they graduate, they have a job within 6 months. And not only do they have a job, but they have a job in their field, which is exceptional. And then, of course, there are always some students that go on for a higher degree. And because we're part of the SUNY system, it's very simple to do that. You can transfer to any of the other SUNY campuses seamlessly. No worries about being in a rural community because we are a residential campus. We have 14 on-campus residence halls. There's a couple of pictures there, but We have all kinds of living. You can do, your typical corridor style housing, which is you and another student on a long hallway. I always say it's what you see in the movies when you look at American education or a college. It's a long hallway with rooms off the side, shared bathrooms. We have that. We also have suite style living, where a group of students will live in a shared apartment essentially. And then we have full apartments on campus as well. And that's, you'll have your own bathroom, your own living room, your own kitchen, you do your own cooking, take care of your own place. It's a full apartment right on campus. So no worries about searching for a place to live. International students have guaranteed housing on campus. Additionally, there's lots and lots of places to eat. You can see these are the different places that are on campus. Uh, the terrace is basically our cafeteria. You can get a little bit of everything there. But the other options are like Evergreen Cafe if you're interested in salads and wraps, something a little healthier, or Amigos if you're interested in Mexican food. So there's lots of different options. I also think it's kind of cool at Alfred because our students can take their student ID card, their meal card, and they can actually go into town and eat at the local restaurants with their student meal card. So you're really not going to go hungry at Alfred State. There's so many different options, and you can kind of mix it up and have a good time with that. Civic engagement is another pillar at Alfred State. We really encourage our students to get involved. Coming to university is not just about learning in the classroom, but it's all of the things that happen outside of the classroom as well. And we have more than 100 clubs and organizations at Alfred State, so there's plenty for you to do. My personal favorite is the International Club. We had a program at one point where the international students would have a cooking contest. We would basically have a banquet once a month, and our students would cook something from their home country, and we would all get to taste the food, and there would be judges, and people would win prizes. So that's tons of fun. But as you can see from some of these pictures, there's something for everyone. There's dance, there's theater, there's a lumberjack club, there's cheer, and there's lots and lots of other options as well, including athletics. If you are an athlete and you want to participate, we are NCAA Division III at Alfred State, which means that we do not offer athletic scholarships at Alfred State, but there's lots of opportunities to participate. Now, I had mentioned the different programs that we offer, including the associate's degree, the bachelor's degrees, and the online options for students. I would encourage you to go to the website if you have curiosity about the cost for either the associate's degree or the online programs, because they do vary a little bit. But this is the most popular option for international students, so I wanted to make sure you can see Alfred State is competitive in terms of pricing for U.S. universities. Tuition and fees is just under 20,000. Health insurance is required for international students. And then, of course, housing and meals is just a 1550. And so the total cost is going to be just under $38,000 per year. And like I said, that's very competitive for US colleges. But we also offer scholarships for international students. And the great thing about it is you do not have to apply for these scholarships. They're automatically awarded to anyone that meets the requirements. There are several ways that you can get a scholarship, but all you have to do is apply for your program of interest, be accepted for that program of interest, and I will automatically review you for scholarships. And the International Cultural, the International Merit, and the International Excellence scholarships can actually be stacked. So you can earn up to $10,000 per year. And that would follow you through the entire length of your program. So for an associate's degree, that would be 2 years. For a bachelor's degree, that would be 4 years. And again, there's no application for that. Applying to Alfred State is very simple, similar to other institutions in the US. We accept the Common App or the SUNY application. The Common application I would recommend for any student that is applying to Alfred State and other private or public institutions. The SUNY application is for students that are only applying to SUNY schools. As I showed you on that second slide, there are 64 campuses within the SUNY system, and if you are determined to go to a SUNY school, the SUNY app is your best option. But the Common App is accepted as well. Very, very simple. There's a $50 application fee. However, we do offer free applications in the month of October. So if you're interested and want to apply, you can do that in October for no fee at all. SAT and ACT are not required for entry at Alfred State. However, if you do well, I encourage you to submit those scores because they can help you get one of those scholarships that I mentioned. Now, we have rolling admission at Alfred State, which means it's first come, first serve. There are no hard deadlines. We do not keep all the applications and then review them and take the best applicants. If you apply and you meet the entrance requirements, you will be given admission. This is important because I want to note that there are several programs that do fill up every year. So, for example, if you're interested in something like becoming an electrician or getting into the nursing program, diagnostic medical sonography, or radiologic technology, those programs are typically full before December. So, I would encourage you to apply early. Just make a note of that. And then I would encourage students to visit us. I understand that you're typically not, I'm talking to international students right now, so you're not going to get on a plane and fly to Alfred to check us out. But we have a really cool option. If you reach out to admissions, which is under that contact us, it says admissions with an S at alfredstate.edu. What we will do is we'll set up a time for you to connect with one of our current students, and they will walk with you through the virtual tour around campus and around the community. So they can tell you about their experience. You can ask them questions, and it's a live interaction while you're visiting campus. You can also see there, that's my information to contact me. My name again is Melissa Holland, and I'm the Senior International Officer. I'm happy to answer any questions for you. And that number there, 607-382-1132, that is a WhatsApp number. So you can reach out to me via WhatsApp if you want to text or give me a call and chat and learn more about Alfred State. And so I know we don't have a lot of time, so I kind of rushed through that. You can, again, take a quick picture of the contact information. But otherwise, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to listen to me, and I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Thank you so much, Melissa. That was quite informative. So I can't see any questions in the chat yet, but I have a question for you while we wait for the others who are participating in this showcase. So which of your STEM programs would you say is inclined to have the strongest industry partnership or lab cooperative opportunities, and how is it easy for international students to get those experiences? Sorry about that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. So I honestly would say to you that we do not have a struggle connecting international students or any of our students with industry. That is one of our focuses, right? We want to make sure that we are teaching students because, again, our goal at Alfred State is for students to get a good paying job. We're talking about return on investment, and university is an investment. Students are investing in their future, and we want to make sure that we are offering that ROI to them. And so we have an entire department that will connect students with internships and industry experience. And the majority of our programs do require that. But I would say some of the more exciting ones, at least for me, for things that I think are interesting, are information technology. We have some amazing labs on campus, but we also have internships at where we are located. We're between Buffalo, New York, Rochester, New York. We're close to the Pennsylvania border. So we have several cities near us where students can work with local industry and get interesting experience. Another one that I think is really cool is architecture, because architecture, Buffalo, New York is only about 2 hours from our campus, and there's only two cities in the entire country, Buffalo, New York, and Chicago, Illinois, that have the three most famous architects that have put buildings in their cities: Richardson, Wright, and Sullivan. And Buffalo happens to be one, Buffalo and Chicago. So our students get to see these amazing architectural experiences. It's just awesome. There's so many options.
Thank you for that great response. So we have one question from Chukuka Nduka. Say, thanks for the presentation, ma'am. Please, is there a full scholarship for international students going for PhD?
Alfred State does not offer PhDs. As I mentioned when we talked about the credentials that we offer, we are a 2 and a 4-year school. So, as I mentioned, the associate's degree is the foundational degree in the United States. It's the same degree that you could get at a community college, which oftentimes international students will start at a community college because it's less expensive, and then they'll transfer to a university for a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. Well, you can do that at Alfred State without having to switch schools. As I mentioned, the associate's degree is actually less expensive at Alfred State, and then you could get your bachelor's degree. So let's say, for example, you want a bachelor's in business administration. You can actually start in the associate's degree and do your first 2 years and then move into year 3 and year 4 for the bachelor's degree. But we do not offer any graduate programs, so no master's, no PhD at Alfred State. Additionally, we do not offer any full ride scholarships. $10,000 would be the majority, or excuse me, the most amount of money that you would be able to get through the admissions office, through the applications process. You could most certainly apply for other scholarships, and I absolutely encourage international students to do some research, talk to your local community, right? So if your parents have a job, maybe their company is offering scholarship funding. Sometimes they do that for tax breaks. Or if you are a part of the Rotary or a part of a football organization, there are oftentimes where, opportunities for money. And you can add all of those scholarships up. We will accept them all, right? So let's say you get a $500 scholarship and then a $3,000 scholarship. You can add all of that on top of the $10,000 that we offer at Alfred State. But specifically from Alfred State, $10,000 per year would be the most you could get. I'm sorry, Judith, I can't hear you. You're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, so thanks for your response. So how early is the next question? How early can a student begin getting practical experience in their chosen field, right
So
from campus?
right from the very first semester. And when I say practical experience, because of the way we set up our campus and because of the labs that we have, and mind you, we spend a lot of money on our labs. We have state-of-the-art equipment. Our forensic science laboratory will blow your mind. Our nursing students work with high fidelity dolls. Those dolls cost $150,000 a piece. They're just like humans. If you are in agriculture, you're going to be on the farm your very first semester. If you're working in veterinary technology, you're going to be in the vet lab working with animals your very first semester, because that is what we do. Now, if you're talking about an internship where you're not on campus and you're going out and working in the community, typically it's not your first semester. It could be, but generally it's going to be your second year.
Thank you very much. So for the third question or fourth question, so can you tell us about a recent student project that demonstrates that kind of hands-on learning experience at Alfred State, which students can undertake typically?
I can, and I wish maybe I would have that question in advance because I can't remember the name of this competition. But our mechanical and electrical engineering students teamed up to build a vehicle, essentially like a robotic vehicle that raced other competitors like in all terrain, right? So they had to put together, and it was a collaborative experience. It wasn't just engineering, it was other students as well, because we have like automotive students as well. But our students, I believe they got third place in a national competition with the robot that they built. So that's like a recent one. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name of it. And can you tell what was the question again? I want to see if I can think of another example.
Okay, so I said any hands-on experience or project your student has done recently you want to share.
Oh, another thing that we just did, Alfred State just purchased, it's called the Collegiate. We all call it the Jet, but called the Collegiate. It's a local restaurant. It's right in the village of Alfred. Alfred State purchased it. And so now our students in culinary arts are actually running a restaurant that's open to the public.
Okay, so another question says, what is campus culture like and what should students look forward to?
I would say Alfred State's campus community, like the culture is very unique. And I'm going to say for several reasons. First is that we're a rural community. Okay, we are not a big city. We are not. You're not going to be shopping on the weekends. You're not going to be, going to movie theaters and boutiques and those types of things because that's not our location. Our location is what we call the Western New York Wilds. And so if you like hiking and biking and river rafting and downhill skiing and sledding, those are the types of activities that we have available for students. We have an equestrian team, so there's horses and we have the farm. Um, if you like the outdoors, you're going to absolutely love it there. It is beautiful. But also because we have Alfred University, which is a private university across the street from us, and then Alfred State, we have a large community of students. So we're talking like 7,000 students in this one small town, and all of the activities are on campus, right? So you don't have to leave campus to go and be entertained. If you want to go to a sporting event, we have a friendly competition each year with our athletic teams face off against one another. So it's a community rivalry, but it's fun. We have keynote speakers, we have concerts, we have the lumberjack competition, we have Skills USA, we have just a million activities. So there's lots and lots going on all the time right on campus. And I think the diversity of our students as well, because we have a large population of students from New York City, which if you've ever heard of New York City, you probably know it's pretty multicultural, it's very diverse. Plus, we also have our local community students, a body of international students. So it's a fun community. But again, it's a rural community. So it's more like a small town. It's more like a family type feel as opposed to a big city where you're, hundreds of thousands of people, but you're only a number, you're not a person. You're muted again. I'm sorry, but you're muted again.
Okay.
Yeah.
I said you sort of started answering my last question. So for students deciding between a traditional university and a hands-on institution like Alfred State, how should they think about which option is right for them?
I will admit that Alfred State is not for everyone. I would say that if, particularly for someone coming from far away, right? If you go to a big school, you really need to be prepared. You need to be confident and you need to be adjusted. But if you come to Alfred State, you're really going to be kind of welcomed into this new home, this new community. Small class sizes, your faculty members, they're gonna know your name. Oftentimes, my international students have cell phone numbers of their faculty leaders. They're coming home with, community members for holiday dinners, and everybody knows everybody. It is, again, I know it's not for everyone, but it's a super welcoming, super warm, friendly community. So if you're looking for a place to come to the US and adjust to US culture and the US classroom and to feel supported, Alfred State is going to do that for you, and we do it really well. Uh, I have had so many successful students from all over the world at Alfred State, and I think it's has a lot to do with the fact that we become friends, that we become family. Alfred's not just an institution, it is a community.
Yeah, Alfred is not just an institution, it's a community. So students, can you hear that? So ma'am, Melissa, I would like you to kindly share your social media handles with our students or those who are following us on the showcase, because I think your last slide was just your email and official stuff so that they can follow for more. Okay, thank you so much. So it's in the chat for those of us that are here. And then also, if you want to listen to this recording again, you can follow us on EducationUSA Nigeria on all the handles except TikTok. It was nice having you, Melissa Holland. Thank you so much for giving us so much information about Alfred State. And it's bye-bye from me now. See you next time.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.